That's hot. Now some YouTubers take their viewers on lavish cruises. Others maybe take them on mini cruises. But Mike's mission today, we're doing something different. We're going on a mini cruise. Cheers, come with me. Starting point today is a very quiet Sheffield station. Do you know this is the largest station in Europe without electric trains? There you go, something you've learnt already on this mission. Now we're going to be setting sail from the east coast of Yorkshire, but it won't be Hull. We'll be going through Hull, but we'll be going to a different starting point. It's a bit noisier down this end of the station. Now back to this mini cruise. I'm convinced you're going to enjoy the journey. I loved it last time I was aboard. Mind you, it was 59 years ago, and I have the photos to prove it. I'll be showing you those later. First of all, we're on board a northern train. If you've not tuned to this channel before, my name's Mike and you're with Mike's Missions, and I think our train is just arriving. Oh, something I forgot. There'll be something on this film for fans of Dad's Army 2. What do you expect, eh? What do you get for your money on YouTube? Well, of course you're not really paying, are you? Anyway, all aboard this train, I think.
You scored it, didn't you?
Yeah.
You scored it, yeah.
Okay.
We'll watch him now.
Okay, I'm off to sea today, so we'll see.
We'll subscribe.
Cheers.
We'll subscribe when we get
Brilliant.
home.
Thanks a lot. Have a good day. And there goes our train on the way to Scarborough. Now you'll have noticed here in Bridlington that it's actually raining. This is the first Mike's Mission I've been on for 6 or 7 weeks. where it's been a little bit damp. Now, the forecast is heavier rain this afternoon from about 1 p.m. And guess what time our sailing is on the North Sea? 1 p.m.
Doors loading.
Now, even from the top of this staircase here, I can see that Bridlington station is quite a floral one. Lots of colours over there. Let's go and explore. Hey Bridlington, this really is impressive. What a fabulous floral station this one is. So we've got a couple of hours to spare before sailing. So what we're going to do is go and explore Bridlington Old Town, which might be familiar to fans of Dad's Army. I'll explain on the way. That's the view back to the station. Here's a bit of Bridlington I've never seen before. Not sure what this building is, but very impressive. And here is a special Bridlington sundial, but with grey skies now. We'll not be able to tell the time with that. This is interesting. Look, beneath this stone rests a casket containing records of Bridlington to AD 1947, the beginning of the atomic era, intended to be open AD 2097. Well, we'll come back then and do another Mike's Mission. And I now know what this grand building is. It's the East Riding of Yorkshire Customer Services Department, and also Bridlington Job Centre. Back to Dad's Army, and what could possibly be the connection between Warmington-on-Sea and Bridlington-on-Sea? Well, way after the TV series, which everyone loved, of course, in 2016 there was a new movie, Dad's Army, and it was filmed here in Bridlington Old Town. Bit of a downpour at the moment, and it's the first time this mac has appeared for about 6 months. More lovely blooms here in Bridlington, and these are getting a much needed watering today after 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks of drought. We might be looking for a film set, but of course it's bin day in Brid. And look, I'd almost forgotten what puddles look like. Plenty of them here. More colourful blooms in this private garden here. Isn't that just fabulous? A big well done to you. A And before I start asking questions about Dad's army, did you know that Bridlington had a historic old town? Here's details of the local heritage trail. Here we are at the start of High Street, which has all the old buildings on, and look, no satellite dishes to be seen, just in case the film crews need to come back to do a follow-up version. And the building on the corner tells us that at one time, right here, 71 people lived in just 16 small cottages. Right then, Dad's army time. Who was your favourite character? I must say mine was Jack Jones. Still makes me laugh, even though, like Laurel and Hardy, we know exactly what he's going to say and what he's going to do next because we've seen them so many times. There really are lovely buildings down here. And another blue plaque in there telling us the history of number 22 High Street, which dates from 1720. And look across the road at these buildings, all full of character. Now, would you imagine you were in the holiday resort of Bridlington? Of course you wouldn't. Aren't these beautiful? I think from the movie I can remember Captain Mannering and his platoon marching down this street. There are probably more blue plaques per square metre in Old Bridlington than any other place I know. This building here was surprisingly a farmhouse. The farmer was a cow keeper and he provided fresh milk and dairy produce to the whole of Bridlington. And next door, another blue flag. Oh, and this is a current one. Love to meet you someday, Paul. The old-fashioned part of town has got an old-fashioned sweet shop. And look, in Yorkshire, I've got a Yorkie. This really is a very pleasant street to walk along, especially now I've got a mouthful of chocolate. Several antique shops on here, and some antiques are older than others. And over here is the butcher's shop. I wonder if this one served as Corporal Jones's shop. And we've got church bells as we come into the butcher's shop here. So which business is this one?
This is S. Crozier's Butchers.
And how long has this business been at
I've
Old
been
Bridge?
here since about 1935.
Oh, that's all.
Since then.
That's all, right. So
It
what's
is,
that,
yeah.
99 years, 95 years?
It's
Something like
getting on that way, yes.
Yeah. And I noticed behind you there's some images there of when the Dad's Army film crew.
That's correct. They came about
Came to-
2015.
Right.
That was really good.
And did they use your shop?
They didn't.
Oh,
they didn't,
right.
But they did a shot further down, but they give me the towels. I put the towels under there,
Right.
which was from Dad's Army.
Yeah.
So I put them there.
Oh, I can see those. They're
Yeah.
lovely.
But they aren't proper towels. I can't put them outside.
No.
But yeah, they are very nice.
Yeah. And what was it like in the town during the filming then?
It's well, we're certainly busy up here, but
Yeah.
it was difficult because when we were doing the filming, people weren't allowed down.
Yeah.
And then they were allowed down, and customers would get stuck in the shop because they didn't go out before filming again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very good.
Yeah. And you didn't see yourself in the film then, did you?
I
Yeah.
didn't see myself in the film, but we are in the film.
Right.
As the two of them walk by, there's a clear shot of the shop.
Lovely. Well, I shall be watching the film again tonight when I get back home.
I've watched it about 4 times. I think it's brilliant.
Only 4? I don't believe you.
Well, maybe 1 or 2 more.
And behind you, there's a lovely montage there of some of the scenes.
Yes.
And it was a huge film, wasn't it? And
It
I don't,
was some big stars in it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't usually like remakes and
No,
things, but this one was excellent.
it was. And Dad's Army is a big one to sort of like replace, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's difficult to sort of better that.
Yeah. And I must ask, have you got any of the attributes of Corporal Jones as the butcher, or?
No.
No, you don't. None of this leaning on the weighing scales and things.
No, nothing like that. I'm a good lad.
No. And of course, you don't have to deal with ration books, do you?
We don't, not yet.
No, not yet. Brilliant. Well, thanks ever so much.
Thank
and
you,
it's a fabulous butcher's business.
Yeah,
and I must buy one of your pork pies that are just in the window.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And in the famous film, this outside here was used as the bank, where Captain Mannering, Sergeant Wilson and Private Pike worked. And it tells us here, during the filming of Dad's Army in 2014, this building was used as the exterior of Swallow Bank, and the interior was across the road in the real Old Town Bank. And that's there. So can you remember who the stars were in the film? Well, it did actually have an all-star cast. There was Toby Jones, Bill Nighy, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Tom Courtney, Michael Gambon, Olivia Tobias, Bill Patterson, and would you believe, two of the original Dad's Army cast were Ian Lavender and Frank Williams, the vicar. If you haven't seen the film already, do a search for it after you've watched this Mike's Mission. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Well, there's no chance of going thirsty in Old Bridlington. I must have spotted at least a dozen pubs and almost as many cafes. Waiting for a bus now to take us into the centre of, not Old Bridlington, so I suppose it's Newer Bridlington, down by the harbour. And there was a guy just standing with me there for 15 minutes, had a good old chat, and then he walked away. I thought, well, what are you doing, not catching the bus? And he was just sheltering from the rain, of course. Oh. Morning. Thank you. Made it into Bridlington, and I must say the wind's getting up now as well, so I think my sailing onto the North Sea might be in doubt, to say the least. Rain is actually easing off, and look, we're at sea. The tide is in Brid. So do you think my boat will be sailing today? Well, I hope so. You're not looking as though you're leaving dry land. Well, from here the sea doesn't look particularly rough, although out there's probably a few bigger waves, and the harbour is down this way. So we'll go and see if our boat is sailing, and I'll tell you a little bit more about this boat and why it's special to me. Here is wet and windy Bridlington Harbour, and we're booked on the 1 hour cruise at 1 o'clock. And look, they're still advertising it here. 1 hour cruise to Flamborough Head, and Flamborough Head is over there. It's a bit misty. So yeah, we've got half an hour I think. Confirmation that our sailing at 1 o'clock is going ahead, and even better, a weather forecast says that by 2 the sun might be out again. So we just have time for a little walk around the harbour here and see what's going on. Oh, there's a bloke here I must speak to. Now, is this weather normal for Bridlington in August? No, not sure. Right, see you again, mate. Bye. All sorts of boats in the harbour here at Brid. Some cruise boats like the one we're going on. Some working boats over there. And I think over there there's some pleasure boats. And look at this one here. Gypsy King, I think this one's called. More fish and chips. Desserts. Donuts down here. Oh, the smell is amazing. I better not eat too much though, if I'm going on a choppy sea. Coffee shop, ice cream bar, snack bar, seafood bar, fresh local crabs. And you're here to get anything you can, aren't you? Hello, and there's a young lady here who's going to confirm whether the 1 o'clock sailing is going ahead.
The 1 o'clock sailing is going ahead.
Wow, that's wonderful. And I've got my ticket there.
All right, okay. If you want to just walk down, we'll be boarding any minute now.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And it looks like we've avoided running into pirates on the high seas. That's just coming back into the harbour. Our boat is the Yorkshire Belle down here. Now, I mentioned to you that I was last on here when I was 7. So that was 59 years ago. 59 years ago. And it's amazing to think that the Yorkshire Belle has been taking people on pleasure trips in the North Sea in all those intervening years. So let's go and get on board. Here she is, and I must say that she's already bobbing up and down a little bit, and she's moored up in the harbour. What sort of cruise are we in for? Of course, it's our mini cruise with Mike's Missions. Here we go. Set foot on here for the first time in 59 years, when I was here with my mum, brother, and possibly my dad, I would think, who took the photos. It's just been suggested that maybe I could go downstairs to the bar, which sounds a good idea as the rain is setting in again at Bridlington Harbour. I don't know how much of this you'll see, how much rain splattered on the lens. Anyway, into the bar. Quite sure if the bar is actually open yet, so we'll go and explore a little bit more of the Yorkshire Belle. Life jackets, remember that. And there's a pirate ship on the move again. And this is where the family photographs were taken all those years ago when I was a little lad. I think one of them was taken here, and by magic, I'll show you that now, and the other one was taken round about here. About 5 minutes now until departure. And here come the pirates again, after a very short but what looks like extremely choppy journey. Not many pirates on board there. And here we go. Onto the high seas. Onto the rough high seas, I would guess. Let's see how we do. I think the plan is that we're going to sail north up to Flamborough Head, do a quick turnaround and come back all within an hour. And I think most of the filming on this journey will be done from indoors because the rain is lashing down. And there's Brid and Flamborough in the distance.
Yorkshire Belle. We're on our way now towards the tip of Flamborough Head. On the way out, I'll be pointing out the places of interest as we're going along. But before we go any further, I'm obliged by law to tell you about the safety equipment which we have on board. During the cruise, we're at the saloon bar on board. In the front part of the boat, down the steps, just inside the forward doors.
I think the Yorkshire Belle is licensed to carry more than 200 passengers, but I think today there's probably about 10 of us. I can't see the appeal of coming on here today. Had I not booked it in advance, I don't think I would have been. But full credit to the crew here for going ahead with the journey. Judging by the photographs from the 1960s, the last time I was on board here, the weather was much nicer.
It was often used by the local trawler skippers as their landmark for Bridlington when they were returning home from the fishing ground. Just to the right of the church spire is the sea wall to cutting crossed by a bridge.
Now next year we'll see the 80th birthday of the Yorkshire Belle. It was built in Beverley, 1947. And look at these chalk cliffs here as we approach Flamborough Head.
Just to the right of the village amongst the trees is Silverby Hall. That's George's mansion, set in some very beautiful ground.
With the rain easing off slightly, it's time to come and have a little wander around the deck. Wow, we are bobbing up and down. I'm sure it gets a lot worse. Absolutely beautiful though, despite the weather. Not much to see out that way.
Flamborough Head off from the rest of the mainland. To make the headland itself easier to defend, that's Flamborough was a Danish settlement. The places at which the fish was landed, hence their names, but there were lots of fishermen landing from Flamborough.
Time to head down to the saloon bar. Cheers. Back to Bridlington now, and it's a little bit brighter and the rain has stopped. Right to Brid, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and a blue sky as the weather forecast promised. Mission complete, my first ride on the Yorkshire Belle in 59 years. Next mission, fish and chips. That way, I think. And just to prove that the sun really does shine in Bridlington, I'm on my way back to the railway station now after those lovely fish and chips, and it's glorious. Back in Sheffield now, 10 hours after we set out this morning. Many thanks for joining me on this mission to Bridlington, where we visited the old town in the footsteps of the Dad's Army film, and then went on a nostalgic trip on the wonderful boat Yorkshire Belle. Weather could have been a bit better, but we've had a great day. Many thanks to everyone who's subscribed already. If you haven't done so, please do that. Helps encourage me to go on more silly missions. Thanks very much. See you again soon. Bye.